The paradoxical secret to attracting your crush. How your self-image is blocking your path. Change your beliefs and you'll change the world. You could summarize the power of the self-fulfilling prophecy in one simple sentence. This theory was even scientifically substantiated in 2012. The external attractiveness and therefore the popularity of a person depends largely on their self-perception. Put simply, this means that even if we are convinced of something that's not true, it can become true by thinking and acting as if it corresponds to reality. We also know this interaction as the law of attraction, which achieves exactly the same result through manifestation and regular visualization. Fortunately, there is now scientific evidence that these practices actually work. If you want to know how to get everything in life, including the person of your dreams, then we present 2 scientifically proven methods. Number 1, self-esteem contingency. Contingent self-esteem, or CSE for short, was first investigated in 2008 by researchers Chip Nee, Amber L. Bush, Amy Canavello, and Astrid Cook. The result: our self-perception is based on external factors and our conclusions about them. It is dependent on social standards that define values such as beauty, success, or popularity. We have been measuring ourselves against these since early childhood and are constantly trying to achieve them. The way other people treat us, our classmates, teachers, or the people closest to us, is how we see ourselves over time. For example, if we're popular and have lots of friends, this gives us the idea that we are attractive and respected. However, if people reject us, criticize us, or even let us down, the belief that we are not enough or fall short of society's expectations manifests itself in us. Regardless of whether the self-image is good or bad, we start to behave accordingly and live out this belief every day. We automatically reinforce this image, which is a pure reflection of our social and societal success. How can you use this knowledge for yourself? Firstly, it should comfort you if you've been struggling with this social interaction since childhood. You're not nearly as unattractive or as unpopular as you've always thought. This impression is only due to the CSE effect, and now as an adult, you can actively counteract and work on it. Autogenic training can help here, as can an objective examination of your body and appearance. Sometimes even the smallest interventions in the right direction can help us to reconcile with ourselves. We must not believe everything we think, especially not the negative things. Make a list of all the things that you like about yourself and that are clearly your strengths, but also your charm. Focus on these in the future and banish the negative from your mind completely. Number 2, the Sherlock paradox. We owe this second technique, as the name suggests, to the famous detective Sherlock Holmes. Even though he's only a character in a novel, his creator, Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, endowed him with a great deal of wisdom that we can also benefit from in real life. In a nutshell, the Sherlock paradox says, the harder you try to get something, the more difficult it seems to be. So, instead, you have to do something paradoxical, the opposite of what you want to achieve. The great master detective made use of nothing other than what we understand today as reverse psychology. We humans are naturally reluctant to do something against our will. This phenomenon is called reactance, and it has always been anchored in our DNA. The Sherlock paradox provides us with 2 ways to achieve our goal of winning over our crush. A. You have to fake the opposite. In order to attract your crush into your life, this tactic involves aiming for the exact opposite. This doesn't mean the ridiculous game playing we remember from our teenage years, or the old truism of presenting yourself as unapproachable in order to appear more attractive. Both will fail to achieve their purpose. What you should do instead is this. Give this person space if you actually want to get closer to them. Pressure and coercion have exactly the opposite effect. Although everything inside you is probably crying out for closeness, it's better to keep your distance instead and give things enough space to unfold. Also, don't push yourself to spend as much time together as possible. If you want to be seen, make yourself rare. Overall, make less of an effort to woo your dream woman or man and attract their attention. This will take pressure off the overall equation and also make you appear more independent and self-confident, and both make us irresistible. B. Think yourself beautiful and desirable. This strategy combines the Sherlock paradox with the findings on self-esteem contingency for point 1. The trick is to convince yourself that you are attractive, desirable, lovable, and irresistible. And then you'll project this energy to the outside world. The paradox here, and this is where Sherlock comes in, is that the less effort you put into becoming eye candy and a good match, the better you will succeed. The only prerequisite for this endeavor is that you are the most beautiful and interesting person in the world, in your own mind. Unfortunately, our efforts always have the unfortunate consequence that we quickly come across as desperate and needy. This puts off all potential candidates. Unfortunately, we also have a strong tendency to bend ourselves in favor of a wow appearance. This interaction robs us of any authenticity, and those around us immediately notice that we are not who we say we are. Believe it, and it will happen. Always remember, nothing in life is possible unless we first believe it is possible. Self-confidence is the key to every success, including success in love. And it's quite simple and logical, and doesn't even need to be scientifically proven. If we don't like ourselves, no one else will. Believe in yourself, and from now on, consider yourself to be the ultimate jackpot, the lucky find that puts everyone else in the shade.